you ever been asked a question that felt just a little too personal, a little nosy, or just flat out awkward? How we speak says just as much about us as how we dress or carry ourselves. Words matter, and sometimes the most powerful sign of elegance isn't what we say. It's what we don't say. Today, we're talking about 13 questions elegant people never ask. And more importantly, how to respond with grace when others do. Because yes, you can be poised, polished, and still protect your peace. Let's begin. The first question you should never ask anyone as an elegant person is, how much did that cost? This question might sound casual, but it can be very off-putting. The reason elegant people don't ask this is simple. It shifts the energy from appreciation to comparison. It's no longer about the beauty of what you're wearing or using. It becomes about price, status, or whether someone thinks it's worth it. And that's not how we roll. If someone asks you, try saying, I really loved it, and that's what mattered most to me. That keeps things polite, but still protects your privacy. Second question, how much do you make? Another one we don't go near. Asking someone about their salary is like asking them for their password. It's too personal, and it's often tied to deeper issues like self-worth or social comparison. Elegance respects boundaries. If someone asks you this directly, just smile and say, I make enough to live peacefully and purposefully. No awkwardness, no numbers, just grace. Third question, when are you getting married? Oh my goodness, this one has probably been asked way too many times. But here's the thing, you never know what someone is going through behind the scenes. They might be healing from heartbreak, or waiting for God's timing, or simply not prioritizing marriage right now. An elegant person knows not to put pressure on others over life timelines. If anyone asks you this question, you can respond in a very elegant way by saying, I trust everything is unfolding in its perfect time. Simple. Fourth question, when are you having kids? This one falls into the same category, deeply personal and often asked without considering how sensitive that topic might be, whether it's health challenges, personal choice, or just timing. Elegant people never assume. If someone asks you this directly, just smile and say, that's a personal journey, and I really appreciate your kindness around it. Keep it polite but firm. Fifth question. Did you gain or lose weight? This might come off as a compliment, but it's not always received that way. Why? Because it focuses on appearance over essence. And we all know, elegance sees beyond the surface. Try this answer if someone asks you, I'm focusing on feeling strong and healthy. That's what matters most. Let that be your truth and your boundary. The sixth question you should never ask anyone as an elegant person is, how old are you? Unless you are very close to the person, or it's compulsory for, say, professional or legal purposes, or perhaps it's your birthday celebration, no one needs to know your age. Elegance never tries to define people by numbers. If someone insists, a lighthearted way to answer might be old enough to know better, young enough to keep learning. That answer is timeless. The seventh question elegant people never ask is, why are you still single? This one can feel like a backhanded compliment, even when people don't mean it that way. But elegant people never imply someone's life is incomplete because of a relationship status. If someone asks you this directly, you could say, because I won't settle for less than God's best. That's a journey worth waiting for because you know your worth. 8th question, is that your real hair? Let's normalize minding our business, shall we? Hair, whether it's natural, relaxed, braided, or in extensions, is an expression of culture and identity. So, as an elegant person, avoid asking such questions. If someone asks you this question, an elegant response might be, "It is how I love expressing myself, and I think it's beautiful." Because elegant people never make others feel small for how they choose to show up. 9th question, why don't you drink? This question may come from curiosity, but it often crosses a line, especially in social settings. Whether it's for health, faith, or personal reasons, your choices are valid. If you're asked such a question, you can elegantly say, "I just prefer not to. It's a lifestyle choice I'm grateful for." Let it land. No apologies. 10th question, are you pregnant? Unless someone tells you directly, never ever assume. This question has made too many people uncomfortable for too long. If someone asks you such a question, just simply say, "Nope, just full of life today," and move right along with your radiant self. 11th question, is that what you're wearing? This one is sneaky. It sounds like concern, but often feels like criticism. An elegant person never makes someone second guess themselves with snide comments. If someone says this to you, just say, "Yes, I loved how I felt in it today," because confidence is the best accessory. 12th question, who did you vote for? Now this one depends on the setting, but generally, politics and personal ideologies don't belong in casual conversation unless it's welcomed by both sides. If someone brings it up unexpectedly, you can say, "I believe respectful dialogue matters more than party lines." Elegance always chooses unity over division. The 13th question on our list today that you should never ask anyone as an elegant person is, how did you afford that? Let's close with this one. This question can feel like admiration, but it often carries a trace of jealousy or disbelief. It questions your success instead of celebrating it. That's why elegant people never ask it, because they understand that clapping for others doesn't take anything away from them. If someone asks you this question, you can simply say, "I budgeted for what mattered most to me. No guilt, no pride, just peace." My dear elegant family, remember that elegance is not just about clothing, manners, or style. It's about emotional awareness, empathy, and presence. And you'll notice that the most elegant people never make others feel small, cornered, or uncomfortable. They speak with purpose, listen with grace, and carry themselves with quiet confidence. So next time you feel tempted to ask a personal question, pause and ask, is this kind? Is this necessary? Is this elegant? And if you ever receive one of these questions, respond with calm, clarity, and compassion. That's how elegant people lead, not with perfection, but with poise. If this video spoke to you, like it to support this space. Subscribe for more insightful content. And don't forget to share this with someone who's on the journey with you. As always, stay blessed, stay elegant, and always impactful.